will be. I was searching through the internet and like to get some inspirational for you guys. I kind of noticed there's like a really big trend going on, and it's about you can take personality tests. I decided to do it. A lot of people who knows me personally know I'm not a really good person.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
I'm gonna be honest, but we're gonna take a look and we're gonna find out. Glasses. We're gonna go through some web pages. Okay, so we're going to go together to the Google and we're gonna try to find personality test. It's already in here. Free personality test, that's the website that the most people are using. So I guess it's gonna be okay. Okay, so you regularly make new friends. I think that's the test, or like take the test. Okay, I'm gonna try to take the test. Okay, test the test. I'm so fucking dumb. Okay, so the first question is, you regularly make new friends? I wouldn't say, because I do it like them like much often, so it's the middle, I would say. Yeah, you spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. I guess it's true. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. That's definitely the truth, because I'm the type of the person, you know, when see the other people crying, I'm crying too, so agree. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. That's totally me. I always have some, and with my type of friends, I need always have a backup plan, so I totally agree. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Really big disagree. That's not me at all. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. It's like more disagree, but more agree for me. But disagree because I would prefer to meet new people, so that's not true. Okay, 10% is done. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Agree. For example, even with movies, when I'm watching one movie, I need to finish when I start a new one, because I'm not the type of person like that. You're very sentimental. Agree. That's true. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. That's totally me. Like, I have my diary, I have my schedule calendar, even for the videos, even for the meetings that I have in the past time, so that's definitely agree. Even a small mistake can cause you doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Agree. Type of person, you know, when I make a little mistake, I'm just really like overthinking about it, and it's not good for me. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you found interesting and striking up a conversation. Agree. I have, for example, when I like someone, I have like zero problem to come and just start a conversation. So not problem for me. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. That's the middle of the topic. 20% is done. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. That's like the middle one, because sometimes sometimes I can know what to do, and I am, you know, really spontaneous person, I would say. So that's the middle one. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. I would say not agree for the fullest person, but agree, because, you know, sometimes the things are better when they're not planned. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Honestly, that's the middle one, because when I'm meeting the people, it depends because I have like some hidden talent that I can recognize when someone's gonna be fake or when someone's not. And, you know, it has to be a spark for me, even though for the friends it has to be spark for me for the first time. So you enjoy participating in group activities. Totally disagree. I rather do things alone, especially the projects to the school, and I hate group works. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. That's the middle one because I barely read the books. So, your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Agree. I love helping other people, especially in things that I'm good at it. So, yeah. You're interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Agree. I'm interested barely in everything, and also I can lead conversation with barely everyone. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. That's the middle one. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Disagree. I always want to be a leader. You're definitely not an artistic type of person. Disagree. I'm artistic type of person. I love drawing and I love, any type of art. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. It's the middle for me. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say to this. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. It's the middle one for me as well. Also, it's gonna be a long test. You enjoy watching people argue. It's the middle one. I just want to be 100% honest. Sometimes I like to watch drama, sometimes also I like to make drama. And when my friend is watching it, I'm not gonna say name, but I think she knows, we love doing drama in every type of situation. So you tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Sometimes I need to translate these things because I'm not good at English that I expected that I'm gonna be. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Let's disagree because I love attention on myself every time. Your mood can change very quickly. Strongly agree. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Agree. I don't have so much patience. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Agree. That's totally me in the school time. And if we have like a lot of projects, I was like doing that like on a really last time. You have always been fascinated by the question of what if anything happens after that. That's so true. Sometimes even nowadays, when I'm going to sleep, I'm just reading these articles like what happens to your body after that and things like that. And it's so interesting and I love reading about that. You usually prefer to be around others rather than your own. Agree. I love society. I love meeting new people. And especially, I love meeting new people during the weekend when we're drunk and we're going to the clubs. Because, yeah. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. This is the middle, because sometimes I'm in mood for that and sometimes I don't. So it really depends on the people who I am with. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. That's also middle one. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. It's this agree, but not like the strongest agree, but the third agree. You rarely second guess then the choices that you have made. That's also the third agree. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. Agree. You enjoy going to art museums. Agree. When I was in AARHUS especially, I went to this museum and it was like really super nice. I recommend to everyone. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. That's true because I'm really good listener, but even though sometimes I just don't get what's wrong because maybe my friends had some bad experiences and I didn't have them and I try to understand, but I'm not so good at it. You like to have a to-do list for each day. That's true. Every day I just prepare the little paper over my table and put things what I need to do for another day and I just click it on the paper what I've done, and I was always like this since from my 12 years old, I would say. You rarely feel insecure. That's true. I'm never like insecure. I just try to focus on myself and I think I know what I want. You avoid making phone calls. Disagree. I would prefer to call phone calls. Like, even though if I'm looking for a job, I would prefer to make a phone call, actually. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from on your own. It's the second agree from me. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Disagree because I'm the type of person like who are the most organizing type of the person, and I like usually, merely like always, I can tell, I do something. I do some parties and declare, so I'm the type of person who calls my friends first. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Agree. You're still bothered by the mistake that you made a long time ago. That's the second agree. Sometimes I care, sometimes I don't. Because, we can't change the past, but we can change the future. You rarely contemplate the reason for human existence of the meaning of the life. That's the second agree for me. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Agree, especially when I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, I'm crying a lot. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault. Agree. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Agree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Second, agree. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. That's to disagree, because even though I don't like group activities, I prefer to be around the people. It's really strange, I know, but I can explain like more, but yeah. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical question is a waste of time. Agree. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet, intimate places. Agree. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. That's agree. I have a really such a good eye for the people, and when I, for example, saw someone for the first time, I know he's like that, she's like that. So that's my hidden talent, actually. You often feel overwhelmed. That's so true, so agree. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Agree. You're very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. That's so true. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. It depends. It depends if, for example, the people who really need more and would be in, for example, in bad economical statement, I would do that, but sometimes it's really important also to focus on yourself, not on the others. So it's really a hard question, but if I would like really deeply in my heart know someone needs much more than me, I would say let's agree. You struggle with deadlines. Agree. I was like barely like the last one who did our projects to the school, so yeah. You feel confident and things will work out for you. That's true. I believe in myself. Okay, your gender. So my gender is a male. See results. So my result, my personality type is protagonist. Protagonists are inspiring optimists, readily taking action to what they feel is right. My mind is on 82%. I am extroverted. Extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and value social interaction. They tend to be outwardly enthusiastic and express their excitement. I am 62% of intuitive. Intuitive individuals are very imagination, open-minded and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. I have 64 feeling. That's 64 feeling and 36% of thinking. Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. 60% of judging. Judging individuals are decisive, true, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and playing to split. Then I'm a 67% of turbulent. I mean, I'm self-conscious and sensitive to the stress. That's true. Before we move on to your profile, I would like to an email copy of the results. Yes, we can do that. Send the results. That's gonna be end of the video. I hope you like this type of the video. If yes, support this video with likes so I can know that I will be doing much more of this type of the videos. Follow my Instagram and stay rich and have a beautiful weekend.